Speaking of calling it a day, I'm not sure if you heard me murmuring to myself as I started the video. We're about to do the final 5 battles so I can go hang out with my friends. My friends need me. They need me. They need me. Anyway, more importantly, we need to win. 1074 is not 280. If we can just win 4 battles in a row, just as if we were doing the inverse of episode 1, we could be cooking. I have to open the dock again for a second. Wrong place. I'll let that figure itself out. As of right now, the first video is uploading. That'll probably be ready to go in 40 minutes. My computer's not super fast. Zamazenta team, they can go slow actually. That's something worth noting. They can, if they bring Zom, Preem, and Raging, which is not an unreasonable ask, though I imagine you'd knock off. Okay, actually, let's think this through. Zamazenta is definitely coming. I feel confident that Chien-Pao is coming. I actually feel pretty confident as well that Insyn's probably coming as well for Fake Out. I'll assume that they don't want to go slow and try to force them to go slow. If I lead Freegraph and Miraidon, I mean, I should always have a play. If I bring Urshifu with me, I've got a good defensive against Chien-Pao and Primarina's water type moves. As for that final Pokemon, I think... Yeah, I'm going to bring Iron Hands. I'm running out of time. I'm trying to read messages at the same time. It's not working. I need to stop. I will message my friends and family later. My video games come first. Mother. Anywho. I am going to try to do this slightly faster than I was in the other game, since I need to leave to go hang out with my friends in about an hour, and these videos take about an hour. So, hopefully this works out. There's no harm in a Trick Room play here. Terra Trick Room. Pivot straight to Iron Hands. Don't ever cook this. I was thinking, oh, what about Urshifu? What if it goes wrong? Just go to Iron Hands. Come on, little buddy, just go to Iron Hands. It's very possible and likely that a double up into Freegraph even after Terra will take KOs if they're clicking Ice type moves. Maybe even if they're clicking Dark type moves. Chien-Pao is pretty strong. So that does concern me. I spin her into Iron Hands, that makes sense. Really good damage. That gets rid of the electricity, so if they're planning to use electric type moves, it's not going to work as well for them. Good, that means I'm pretty safely surviving that. If they had the 1.3 on that Thunderbolt, it might have taken a KO. From here, I kind of just want to set up my Hyper Voice, get that started. And I'm calling Chien-Pao probably either Chien-Pao protects, Terras, or switches. All of which close combat doesn't work well against, majority of which... Oopsie! Oh, it's double protect. Well, now they know what I want to do! Wait a minute, that's bad! Let's think logically here. Oh, you know what? I'm making a mess. Let's not do that. Is that it? Is that everything? Yeah, it is. I feel like they're taking out... I want to get rid of Raging Bolt, but I'm not sure if it's the biggest threat on their team. Actually, if I get rid of Chien-Pao, I am in way better position. And if I am that Chien-Pao, Terra Ghost is looking crazy right now. So I'm going to Wild Charge into Chien-Pao and just see if I can call a potential Terra. You know, if I get the Terra for the road, that's pretty good. Zamazenta comes in, that's not bad. If I clicked close combat, it would have been better, but I didn't want to risk the Terra Ghost. Based on the damage from that one, cross-referencing it to the damage in the previous battle, we can tell that that's not doing quite as much. Meaning they're higher defense. Pretty important. Worth noting now that I'm no longer in a really super strong position because I've lost Regraph. Getting the Thirst Ray up was a bit aggressive. If I'd had the +1 Psychic into Zamazenta, I probably would have done good damage. But in this position, I absolutely must bring Miraidon in. There's no way around it. I absolutely have to. If I bring Urshifu in, it'll occupate Thunderclaps though. That would have been pretty smart if I had thought about that. Okay. I would love to click Dazzling Gleam here and just like chip both of them down. But I know that's really greedy. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Draco Meteor into the Zamazenta slot. That's my initial thought. It feels like a pretty good time to Terrastallize for them. Either. It'll be Raging Bolt or Zamazenta. That's kind of how the game works, but more than that, I just feel like... Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm getting Cold Feet. If I'm them, I don't want to lose Zamazenta. That's for sure. I'm certain of that much. I don't want to lose Zamazenta if I'm them. They protect. My question is, does the booster energy... Does the Quark Drive Close Combat pick up the KO? The answer being no. Which slot do they attack? They attack the Miraidon slot. That is perfectly logical. It's unfortunate, but it's logical. You can't argue with logic. My understanding is that Aqua Jet will beat that Aqua Jet beats Thunderclap. So if I do that, I guarantee that Raging Bolt isn't going to attack. And then if let's say I get a crit there, I take care of both of you, I still would have a really tough time coming back from that. I need a more consistent out for... Well, I think no matter how you do it, that's not true actually. That isn't the only way to do this. I can detect and guarantee decent position. It's a different play than I thought. It certainly gives me an opportunity. Zamazenta's Terrasalizing here, probably Grass. Fighting. Holy. Which means I did make a mistake. If they're attacked, let's play Thunderclap. That's the part I'm pretty confident about. Yeah. Which means it'll be Body Press into the Iron Hands, which is meaning that this game is more or less over now. I should type the thing out so I can actually... game... What? 11. Body Press into the Iron Hands. It is going to pick up a KO and then some. Yeah. Crit did not matter. Crit just makes it complete slaughter. Dimensions Twist, back to normal. That is unfortunate. Nope. That's it's not great. I can't seem to win the first battle of these videos or these grand challenges or anything like that. Whenever I come, I never quite seem to be able to pick up the first Dubaroo. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I knew there was going to be inherently more risk to trying to rush through these games. That's just how it goes. I'm rushing a little more than a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm still generally floating around the goal, which is top 1,000. If I can get a little bit of momentum on my side, I might just change that music over. Never mind. I pressed the button, but it didn't do a thing. Anyway, If I can get a few dubs on my side, bit of momentum, I might be able to pull something off. Okay, if I'm them, I'm not bringing Dondozo and Tatsugiri. Just straight up, not doing that. Never, not in a million years. Now, what am I doing? My problem's that they've got unbelievable offense. And tons of follow through. Well, I can lead Whimsicott Instant, and that should 25 times out of 10 give me a great chance of being able to reposition effectively. Since Terra Water, they attack Instant. Okay, I see the vision. And I just focus on 2 bulky attackers to do the rest of the work. Or potentially get a Trick Room up and... Not Trick Room, a Tailwind up and then just run through their team. Either way, it is definitely possible to win if my plan works on any level. Now, planning's never been my good thing. I usually fly by the seat of my pants and it generally works. Cool. That is a pretty reasonable lead for me. I don't want to tail until I know I'm gonna get until I know I'm gonna get benefit. I could go light screen parting shot into Miraidon and just focus on absolutely shutting it down. Since there's a good chance Ogerpon protects. And I don't really see the high likelihood Electro Drift into Whimsicott. I mean, if they're going to do that, all the power to them, but I just don't see that being very likely. It wasn't into the Whimsicott, that's good. Miraidon is trained to survive that pretty well, and it does. It's not great, but it's good enough. And good enough is what we need. It's set up to survive 2 of these, I'm pretty sure, so it should be able to live 1 more Electro Drift throughout the game. Oh, crit sucks. It is what it is. It is what it is. Cool, Miraidon is now nerfed a little bit. That makes my life a lot easier. Knowing that no matter how they do this, my Miraidons are going to be an immeasurably better position is really good. What I can do is I can Helping Hand Dazzling Gleam. 9 times out of 10 that should pick up the KO. I'm gonna go for it. Let's not cook in the wrong direction here. I'm not moving first. Follow me is very good. Volt switch into Whimsicott, I'm very okay with that. Question is, what is taking the attack from my Miraidon? The Helping Hand Dazzling Gleam that should do a fair bit of damage. A few little damaries, I dare say. Damaries. Oh, they actually did bring on Dozo, what the heck? Sorry, little buddy, you're getting cooked. I want to save Instant for later. They know that I'm just... Well, if I fake out Ogerpon, they can just Spiky Shield. That's a pretty consistent play. What I can do here is I can... I actually don't have any safe plays into Ogerpon if I attack with. Well, if I swap to Instant now, I still actually have pressure with Fake Out. And I get to nerf that Ogerpon even further to prevent overwhelming Ivy Cudgels and Wood Hammers from cooking me up. And maybe if I'm lucky, it'll actually apply to the Dondozo, which is what I need to see. Spiky Shield. You beauty. That means there's a real shot that their final Pokemon is actually. That means that the chances of their final Pokemon being what's it called, Tazagiri, is it's not 0. It is significantly less than 0. How much damage is that? How much do you have? Too much is the answer. Too much. Let's think about this. They've got probably Tatsugiri in the back. There's a real chance that they just hard switch. In any given event, fake out Dazzling Gleam should allow me to put consistent damage down. Who's going to be taking the attack this time? Miraidon. Okay. If I'd Helping Handed, I'd be a lot happier about my position, but it's certainly not terrible to be like this. Chip it down. Follow me again. I'm not sure what they're expecting from the follow me. They should have a good call that I'm specs here. I'm going to Parting Shot Miraidon, pivot to Iron Hands. I should take hits pretty consistently. They still haven't revealed their Dozogiri yet. I'm hoping that they reveal it in a situation where they cannot Terra and they cannot do anything important. I would like to not take a Draco Meteor or anything like that. I would love that a very substantial amount. I would love not doing that. It'd be fabulous. Cool. Iron Hands gets the boosted attack. It was Draco Meteor. Good call. I nibble that up and absolutely demolish the poor thing. It is now no longer capable of doing any meaningful amount of damage. -3 is going to make it really difficult to do anything. And on top of that, I've got the holy Fake Out. Meaning my position, once again, pretty decent. It is not the worst thing I've ever done. My light screen is worn off, so I am going to be a lot more vulnerable. Yeah, Core Drive wears off, the Habit Engines do their thing. We're not interested. We do not care. I know that I'm not picking up that KO if I try to be greedy and use an electric attack into Miraidon. I think it's just safest if I just fake out Miraidon. Chip it down. Guarantee that I'm not losing the game on like a crit or just having a lot more output than I realized. Good. Miraidon is dealt with. What's going to happen next is I'm going to swap out with Miraidon because I can't afford to let Dondozo get set up for free. I am then going to Drain Punch Ogerpon. That's not to say the safest play, is it? Go all the way back. Step 1. Whoa, 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 whoa. Step 1, we are going to swap Incident. I think Ogerpon has a real chance to switch here, so I'm going to just chip on the... Yeah, they do switch Ogerpon out. Show me Tatsugiri. That's what I'm expecting. What's good is that I am already in the process of reducing Dozo attack. And it's not even unbelievable to say that Dozo probably protects this turn. Just get a little bit more health back. What are they terrestrializing to? Terrestrializing now just means that I know what their plan is and that I can adjust. Oh, it'd be EQ, yeah, that's a little bit more than I can handle with my team right this second. Plus when EQ should pick up the KO on 5. Unfortunately, if I've understood this situation correctly, and I definitely have, I don't think I'm winning this. Despite the fact that I felt pretty confident a few seconds ago, I'm pretty sure I can't win this anymore. Like, let's say I had to be both. Like, I don't see it. I don't see the vision now. If I got a crit Dazzling Gleam, I might. But that's not a really good out. Okay, so my problem is the Tatsugiri. I can believe that in one turn I can take that out, that monster out, take care of him, gone, and then I need to take out Tatsugiri the next turn. It's not impossible, you know, it's not impossible. Step 1, use Draco Meteor. They protect, that's fine, I don't really need to worry about that. And we're just gonna spam through to the turn. Oh, they're just going for the better chance to survive, which is, it's smart. Cool. What's it? Give me a crit to be safe. Give me anything to just lock this in. That's what I'd like to see. Oh, spooky. Oh, they go first. That's really unfortunate. I thought I'd be outspeeding. That sucks. That's game. 2 L's in a row is not very nice. I feel like I probably should have won that. But, you know, here we are. That sucks. If I can win every single game... even if I win every single game now, I won't be able to go neutral on the win-loss. I want to revive the win-loss somehow, but it's just not possible. With what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 losses, it is now impossible to go neutral today. Today just hasn't been my day. Maybe it's just I'm too cooked from all the prep. I'm not sure. But it is really frustrating that with all the practice and all the prep I've done with this team, I just can't seem to get consistent wins. Okay, in theory, I should be beating this team. In practice, it might not be that easy. It's probably Icy Wind Fluttermane. What I like is that majority of their team can be fake out. Sorry, can be hit with fake out. I should try to say that in a manner that makes sense. Whoa, 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 whoa. Press the button. I'm not going to overcook this one. It's a matchup that I look at and I just think, as long as I don't fall asleep at the wheel, I should be able to find a path to victory. But I certainly don't want to plan out too much of a plan against a team I just don't know. I just don't know the team. So instead, I'm just going to rely on what I always do. Fly by the seat of my palms. My palms. My pants is what I meant to say. My fancy little pants. There will be, in fact, no fake out from, what's this called? Pharaoh Palms this turn. What I can do is I can just fake out the Iron Hands this turn. Doing that's more important than stopping Tornadus from doing something silly. I don't want to be dealing with it with the Iron Hands until I'm in Trick Room. They take Tornadus off the field, that's nice. Well, is that nice? Yeah, that's an instant, I don't like that. I mean, I can still make good out of the situation. They can't fake out, which is nice. So I know more or less what they're going for. If I Hyper Voice Terrestrialize Parting Shot into Pharaoh Palms, I should be in good position. I'm just focusing on not wasting my Intimidator away when I know they have them physical attackers that really like to do physical damage. They're built like that. One downside to not running Will-O-Wisp on Instant is that I can't put down permanent attack drops. I'm really hoping that my Vergraph is faster than their Instant. Because a lot of this play is reliant on that. What's good though is that I can continue to nerf them for the next turn, which is a great chance. And I can bait attacks into the instant slot instead of the Vergraph. Cool, my Hyper Voice does go next. That's really nice, since that should take my chance of surviving the incoming knockoff and making that exponentially higher. Yep. It's dangerous to play it like that, but it worked out. I could just swap back to Insyn. Yeah, that's probably the smartest play, is just to swap back to Insyn. That being said, actually no, Detect is smarter since... Well, there's no fabulous play no matter how I do it. I'm hoping for Wild Charge or something like that. I hoped wrong. Yeah, this has suddenly gotten a lot more difficult than I'd like it to be. It's not over, and I certainly have options. Insyn's going to hit the field for the bajillionth time. Basically what I want to verify now is you're at -3. So you have to be an electric attack into Instant to do any serious damage to it. And they know they can pick up Urshifu with a Bleak Wind. So if I Parting Shot Tornadus, pivot to Miraidon, that seems like a reasonable play. How much time do we have Trick Room for? 2 turns. Okay, yeah, Trick Room's hurting me more than anything right now. And I also just want the opportunity to use Fake Out again. Okay. We are just fighting for position here, and that's fun. That's always kind of my favorite type of game, is we just like doing little bits of nothing. I mean, this is good position for me in theory. My Parting Shot into Tornadus is going to guarantee reasonably low damage on both of my Pokemon. Then Iron Hands will hit the field. I don't have Iron Hands. I don't know what made me believe that I did. Maybe it's just I was seeing a lot of Iron Hands on their side and that made me believe. Either way, I'm still in a pretty fab place. Oh, it is Bleak Wind. Or I should have avoided. Last turn of Trick Room. Need to make it count. Okay, so Instinct can't protect there. What I'm thinking is, I'll Surging Strikes Tornadus. That's not really a safe play, is it? If I pivot straight back to Insyn, yeah, that's not terrible. I just want to make something happen with this turn. At that range, I think Volt Switch takes a KO. They're not going for that. Unfortunate. Kiram! Their plan is to Tailwind. And they do need the Tailwind to beat... Oh, they Tailwind this turn. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of damage. They can just Icicle Spear to a Dimension Return. I would love to just attack with Urshifu, but I can't. I'm not in a position to do that. I'm not really in a position to do a ton. Bleak Wind is going to cook me up. I think one out I can try to play to is just maybe it's like not covert. I'll play the limited chance that maybe. Okay, it was. I'll put the Fusion Bolt into the Urshifu. And I survive? Off of Black Kiram's attack stat? What the heck? I don't know my Black Kiram calcs, but I know that ain't right. Terrain boosted. What, 165 attack? Homie shouldn't have been living that. That is absurd. I'm still in it. That's crazy. Insane Parting Shot into Tornadus. I can't believe how open-ended this game still is. Like, I have no clue what's gonna happen. And that's weird. It's really weird. Because this game should be over with a capital O. They protect Tornadus, okay. Finally, for the first time, I didn't think they ever would. Knock off into Miraidon's not great. It is going to reduce my ability to bully. How much fun did they have Tailwind for? One more turn. I mean, this is the one turn where it just doesn't matter, does it? They can swap Iron Hands in. I mean, Tornado's just protected. So it should be the one pivoting. So if I Volt Switch, Incin, Parting Shot, Tornadus again. Tornadus Bleak Winds. Miraidon avoids the attack, that's really nice. Knockoff doesn't pick up the KO because of Intimidate, that's really nice. Volt Switch doesn't pick up the KO, that's it's unfortunate. But I am now remembering that I can send Urshifu in. Parting Shot. He's going to drop Tornadus even further just to safeguard my Tornadus for even longer. Miraidon comes back. That's the play. My brain had a little bit of a farty do. Electricity and parting, and that all fades. If they get the speed boost, then it's not great for me. I really thought I'd be able to just do like a speed booster thing, but I definitely can't. What I could do is I can Aqua Jet, take care of Incin 100% of the time, but they just switch. And I don't want to lose my Fake Out, I do need that. I am going to Aqua Jet into Insane. I think it's going to be Dazzling Gleam. Something is switching. Or at least that's what I thought. Urshifu goes down. Oh, the Urshifu doesn't go down. I thought I had... The way the bar looks, it just didn't look like I was going to survive that. Dazzling Gleam, how much damage? Medium damage, it's not great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to detect, switch to Insane. I am going to give up my fake out here, assumingly, and just put everything on Miraidon to win the game. No specs. I need it though. Importantly though, we get that drop onto Pharaoh to allow for a very real chance that... What's the Terror type? Ground, okay. They have to attack to be doing damage, so... Question is, what did they think they were going to achieve with? Surely they missed, that'd be funny. Nah. That's reasonable. That is perfectly logical. This is not progressing fast enough now that I'm looking at it. Oh, Pharaoh Earthquake. That is interesting. And there's about 0 things I can do about it. Okay, Miraidon's gonna hit the field. I am just reliant on the idea that this is not a fast Pharaoh, though I know it's a fast Pharaoh. So I'm pretty confident that this game is now over. I guess a crit Aqua Jet might be enough, assuming that I move first with Miraidon. And that's a pretty big assumption, because there's no way of knowing that for sure. If I beat Iron Hands in speed, then I might be able to win. A fraction of the time. That's not enough damage, now I'm looking at it. Also, if I don't beat him regardless of Urshifu, I don't win. I don't beat Tornado speed-wise. Speed drop guarantees that the game's over now. That sucks. I really may have actually had spam 5. That sucks. I really felt like it was a real shot that I might have had spam. Just because it can run really slow. Also, this is just not going well now that I look at it. It's really disheartening. I probably should stop the win-loss since it makes me feel pretty terrible about myself. And I'm also running out of time absurdly quickly. It's only been 30 minutes, but I'm pretty much out of time. So it may be a situation where I just do this last battle and then we'll do 6 battles for the next one. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a way to turn this into a short. We can just like watch this final battle sped up and just go, OMG. But then that means you have to go watch shorts, and whilst the shorts do get good viewership, they actually get really good viewership. Thank you for that. Ooh, a comment. Let's go read the comment. There's a comment on my video. It is the same Goku guy. I'm not going to say the name, but that homie, that's the second time he's commented on a video. He is kind of a goat now. This is a medium slow team. It's pretty much the same as me. I can feint speed control by using Miraidon Whimsicott in the front. It's a pretty standard lead. I feel like I want Iron Hands to take advantage of the boost on light screen. I'm just really concerned about damage. I think if I use Instant correctly, I can get that damage. As well as Whimsicott. Let's put a really cheesy thanks bro as the reply to that, because if homie's gonna comment on my videos, I'm gonna comment back. Big Dog be watching those things, and he's making sure that I know he's watching them, which is really cool. If you haven't even watching this, you've made it 40 minutes in, congratulations, and you know that you commented on what the random battles till I'm top 513. You know who you are. You're goated. You are absolutely built like that. Also, Terra, Fairy, Dazzling, Gleam, Light, Screen. You like those bars? They do call me. What was the guy called? Skittles. Maybe that's not a compliment. Maybe they're not saying that out of like affection. Maybe they're saying that to be rude. I can't tell. Maybe Skittles isn't a nice thing to say. Oh, hey there, Skittles. How you been? It makes sense now. It makes sense now. They weren't trying to be nice. Oh God. Not like this. Oh, they went for Tailwind. Are they specs? No, they're not specs. They're Chi-Yu. I'm going for the Light Screen and the Protect. Not the Protect, and the Terra. The defensive Terra. Oh, they went for Heat Wave? That stinks. I ate that up like a champion. Holy, I am built like that. Oh! Wait a minute. What is going on here? That's not how that's supposed to go. What the heck? This feels wrong. This feels wrong. I don't like this. This feels wrong. Something is not right here. Something is not going correct here. I'm going to switch to Iron Hands. And I'm going to Tailwind. I'm going to pretty boldly assume this game is going to progress fast enough to which I will actually be able to take advantage of one turn of Trick Room. Whew. Show me Electro Drift. Heat Wave, Electro Drift. Heat Wave! I eat those. Whimsicott doesn't eat those, but Iron Hands does. Please don't get burned. I'm asking politely. Volt Switch, that does 0 damage. It's a little bit more than 0, not gonna lie. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm on my Mickey Mouse arc. Oh, what should I use for the thumbnail for this video? I did a picture of Earth last time, like for the first one, and I thought that was pretty funny. That Chi-Yu is just still here. Like, bro, find something else to do. What's gonna happen here is I am going to probably just, yeah, Close Combat's play a safe enough play there. Close Combat, Dazzling Gleam. I should take attacks from the Chi-Yu pretty well. Ooh. Especially if they miss. No burn, that's really good. Question is, how slow is Farigara? I didn't need to Close Combat to make that happen. That's unfortunate. It looks like I'm on track to at least finish strong with this battle. Psychic Noise into Iron Hands, how much damage? A little bit more than I'd like. What's not bad, it's not terrible. Because if they want to take care of Iron Hands next turn, I can just swap Miraidon out and play the position slightly better. Since it actually does look like it's going to come down to this last turn of Trick Room. Oh, I'm sorry, Tailwind. Since this, I think this is the second last? Yeah, second last. Well, this turn will be the last, but that's not the point. What's going to happen is Iron Hands is just going to Close Combat Miraidon. Miraidon is going to switch to Insyn. And then next turn I can fake out Dazzling Gleam to lock the game up. Electro Drift into Instant? Okay. That means I get the free close combat. Oh, because I don't have the live screen, I'm not getting the live ability that I was looking for. Except I am. I'm getting just enough out of it. Cool, I can heal now. The Op Tailwind peters out. I'm just going to Drain Punch, fake out into Miraidon. That should be game. Nice. Today has not been my day, but that doesn't mean I can't find the bright spots. I can make the most out of a terrible day. As can you, by subscribing right now. Yes, I did have to wait that long into the video to do that. It would be a gross misrepresentation of me as a person to do it right at the start of the video. It's disgusting. It'd be disgusting if I did it at the start of the day. Who would respect that? I wouldn't. And you shouldn't either. Zacian. I did look at Zacian a tiny bit in my prep. Now, where's the Zacian matchup? How many of the Pokemon from Zacian actually came through on this one? One. I think that's. Wait, did any of them? Yeah, one, just one, and Zacian. Besides that, no, absolutely nothing I predicted for a standardization team came through. Oopsie. Trick Room. Right? Like no one's disagreeing with me here. It's Trick Room that we're using. We have to. Insane makes this a lot more easy. I definitely want to bring Rapid Strike in some capacity since they're potentially bringing rain for me. And that's really nice. I just had a thought about Parabolic Charge. Couldn't you use Parabolic Charge in Wide Guard and like just spam that? Like if your partner spamming Wide Guard, will you use Parabolic Charge to do like tons and tons of damage? In theory, that's a pretty decent strategy. Huh? McSqueeze me? Did they have like a crash? I'm pretty sure that's gonna wrap the game. I'm not sure if I won though. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not gonna be able to continue battling. I can't battle anymore today. I should be. Oh! It just doesn't count the game. That's interesting. I guess we're doing one more battle. Or does that count the game? And am I gonna have to like comb through these and actually just double check the win loss? Oh, change the music. How do you change? Why wasn't the music changing? What's up with that? I was hoping to spice things up for you guys, and no spice in your life. Maybe I need to click the triggers. Evolution's team with Groudon. Max Bayleaf. Bayleaf's kind of a good Pokemon. Type Bayleaf in the chat if you've made it this far. Please do. Comments make my life feel so much more valid. Wait, that sounds terrible. Wait a minute. No, don't do that. No. Don't do that in principle. Anyway. Their team's decent into Miraidon. Half of their team handles its primary attacks good. And after Terrestrialization, which is almost definitely fire, Groudon handles the fairy type aspect. Special attacker, special attacker, special attacker. I feel like I can just lead Whimsicott here. Like, in theory, Whimsicott Urshi's a decent lead. I can put Miraidon in the back. And I actually have no clue what I want my final Pokemon to be. I think I'll just bring Iron Hands just cause. It is a good Terra user for a matchup like this, since Terra Bug just, it works here. That being said, I have no clue what I should be doing here. Except I do know what they should be doing. They should have been running Flareon or Umbreon instead of Groudon. Because then I can just absolutely curb them. Oh, it's Chlorophyll. Okay. I am slowly putting together what their strategy is. It now makes more sense. Tailwind? I feel like Tailwind's probably the play. I mean, I'm not getting anything on the live stream right this second. I do not terrestrialize. Let's say I detect. Bang, the turn survives. Like, Urshifu survives. Next turn, I can bring. You know what? If that's the assumption we're going to go off, let's go on the assumption that Whimsicott's not surviving this. Stop trying to do that. That Whimsicott's not going to survive this turn. Because if I do it that way, then I can definitely adjust and use Terrestellar Close Combat. Oh, Solar Blade. They are really reliant on their sun. If I could get rid of their sun, then I'd be in good position. Rock Slide is not what I expected. Not at all what I expected. That's not going to do as much damage as I would like. Well, I'm here now. And I've got to make something happen. I'm scared of that Leafeon. I would love to believe that somewhere in this world that is a Groudon that's running banned. But my judgment is saying no, of course they're not. That's ridiculous. What I don't know is Leafeon speed stats on any level. That is not what I want. Leafeon. How fast is Leafeon? Medium speed. If it's max speed, it's faster than my whole team. That's good damage. If it's Life Orb, I could probably make it work. I took those Precipice this time. That sucks. I mean, Whimsicott takes the attack. Hands faints. So I'll bring Miraidon in. I'm not really sure what I should be doing here, which is why I'm so confused. Like, this whole game is confusing me a lot. I just don't know how to match up with that. That's not what I want. I was thinking I'd go Moonblast this turn, but I'm thinking I'll just commit to trying to take as much as I can from them. Like, you know, Devastation route. They've lost their main sweeper in... Like, they've lost their... I guess their powerhouse sweeper in Leafeon. Hopefully that'll chip Groudon enough. Nine times out of... It's not likely that they'd be running 220... Any, like... Unless they're running 212 plus. Unless they're running 212 plus or below, I do not beat them consistently. They could be running 220, in which case I would speed tie them, but that's not really what I want to rely on. I mean, if I go first, I'm going to be really happy, but I'm not going to go first. I am going to go first! What the heck? Holy! This is going to do a lot of damage. What the hell? What happened? What happened? Precipice Blaze, that's going to do like 70% probably? Not even. Wow. Whimsicott clutching right up. Right on, my man. Right on. Bro, you're doing good. So good. It looks like in spirit, I still have a chance. I am breaking this whole... I'm breaking the whole thing. What's going on the screen? Sylveon! Sylveon's hit the field. I'm going to light screen. Double check my speeds. And how long all this stuff is going to go for. Sunlight will last one more turn. Okay, so what's happening here is just locked it in. Light screen. Since I know I'm going first and I'm not picking up Sylveon no matter how I do this, I'm going to focus on putting up a light screen. Urshifu's in the back. It'll outspeed him. It should outspeed most of their team, since most of the evolutions aren't fast. Yawn. There's no great way to look at the specifics for them, is there? Yeah, I can't find a great tell. Oh, quick attack. That's interesting. Oh, because they'll use Pixelate quick attack to achieve that. That does so much damage. What the heck? Tailwind's gone, but I don't need to use Helping Hand to take care of of anything really, unless that's like the maximum max roll, and then I hit like the minimum min roll, and somehow it doesn't KO. It's not out of the equation, but I'm very willing to bet on a little over 50%, and then hitting just enough again. For a team that I kind of looked at and thought was pretty silly, it's actually been really strong. And it's certainly not been some joke that I had to could just be like, ha ha ha, it doesn't matter. It does matter. They're certainly not playing a weak team. Also, shiny Groudon, Pog. Hopefully the primals come back so that I can get HD Groudon, like HD Primal Groudon. Because I want original Groudon model HD, but I also want the primal model, like for the shiny. I want that one in HD as well. That is game. Why did it change that? That's annoying. Maybe it does that after you take a KO. Either way, it's very possible that that's a Sash Jolteon. That would make the most sense. Maybe it's Magnet. Nope. The answer is just no. Whew! That is a spicy victory. That is 15 battles. That is every battle that I get to play today. It certainly wasn't... Oh. Control V. Shift V. There we go. Melted. The final record for day 1. The first 5 we went 1 win, 4 losses. In the second grouping, we went 3 wins, 2 losses, bringing us to a total of 4 wins, 6 losses. And then for our final set, we went 3 losses, 2 wins, which brings us to a total of come on. 6 wins, 9 losses. 6-9. Whoo! I'm an adult. I shouldn't be making jokes. It's not great. I'll be honest about that much. It's not great. I was really hoping I'd do better. I want to go quickly back to the screen. As a whole, we went significantly downwards because we lost more. It is what it is. Might as well just pull this page back up because it's just way nicer to look at than some stale screen. But yeah, 6 wins, 9 losses. It's fine. Hopefully I can recover tomorrow. But that's about all I can say for that. Yep, I brought it up in the last video. I'm going to do a team report video at some point for the hybrid Miraidon. And I intend to continue developing it throughout the year, probably as my main team. Maybe when I get the DLC for Sword and Shield, I'll do Calyrex Shadow as my main, but till then, it'll be Miraidon. and probably just this team. Since I really like it, and I feel like it has the potential to win. I just think it needs adjustments and a bit more fine tuning. So that's about it for me. Let's go through a quick feedback, I guess. Look, let's not dwell on video 1 too much here. I was angry. I shouldn't have been as angry as I was, because my anger was not justifiable. It sucks that I was losing, but that much swearing, that much anger, not good. Yeah. In terms of play, video 1 completely useless. I wasn't in the right headspace. So that's something I'm gonna need to work on. Keeping the mental game strong. It felt good to win, but at that point it just felt like it was a give-in, and that's not a good thing. So again, need to work on that mindset so I'm not doing that to myself. For the second one, I'd say it was infinitely better in video 2. Obviously, we won more in video 2 than any other video so far. But also I just had a lot more fun that time, and I wasn't shouting and swearing at my monitor this close to wanting to punch it. So on that level, I certainly had a pretty straightforward improvement. Yeah. In terms of general play, throughout all 3 videos, I generally felt like I was able to make logical plays. Even if more than a few times I had definitely goofed up and rushed into decisions, which is something I need to work on. I'm thinking what might be funny is to add like a little 30-second timer or something like that, so that I have to wait 30 seconds to lock a decision in, even if I know exactly what I want to do. That might be the way to do it. I saw Frieza doing that in one of his competitive videos, so I might try that. We'll see how it goes. That can be a whole video concept. I'm only allowed to click my move at the last second. Fun little idea. Simple one, you make it a short video. Could be fun. Yeah, as for this video, in terms of games, I don't feel like I did that bad. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself a little, but like, I felt like even when I was losing, I still felt like I was still making decent plays and not letting it, slip away too far. Yeah, finishing strong on 2 wins feels nice. Back to back, definitely a good feeling. To look at it as a whole, I'm not particularly happy with the results. It's based on video 1. It could have been so much worse. Like, we started off with 4 wins. Sorry, with 4 losses. If only it was 4 wins. Like, it was unfortunate to go that tough to have that tough of a time on the start. But, it is what it is. What else? I feel like there's more to say. Hopefully tomorrow I will have a bit more luck with matchups and stuff like that. Because that was one thing I did find very frustrating, is that a lot of these teams were just completely foreign to me. I recognize the Cali team, but even that one I can't even remember at this point, my brain's cooked. But I don't think I beat that one either, but the point being, yeah, I didn't beat that matchup. I made an aggressive play and it didn't quite work. That's what happened. That's right. Yes. But yeah, as a whole, I think I progressively got better as the day went on. Even though I won more in game 2, I think I was better. So even though I won more in video 2, I think I was better in video 3. What else? What else can be thought about? The team. How did the team play? That's pretty important. In my opinion, I need to make sure that doesn't do that again. In my opinion, the team did not have any tough points. Okay, let's rephrase that. I don't think the struggle had anything to do with the team. I think it had more to do with me being in a good headspace, thinking through all my plays, doing it properly. There are definitely times where the 4 Pokemon I picked limited my ability to win. It's definitely happened a lot when I'm playing on Showdown, where you just sit there and I have this vision of just really hyper offense. Bang, bang, bang. I'll pick Yep, cool. And I'll pick probably like usually Farig, Iron Hands, Miraidon, Urshifu, or some combination of that. And I wasn't doing that as much today, which I think maximized my ability to not lose for the same reason every single battle, but just as a whole, yeah. I've lost the plot at that point. Boy, actually, I've got the plot again. I've got the plot. Watch this. It's very easy for me to pick those same 4 Pokemon every single time and to lose and lose and lose for the same reasons. So coming into this, I had thought about things like Rillaboom and went, oh, wait a minute, if I think with my head a little bit more, I can use Instant a bit more just as a whole to patch up my issues with Rillaboom. That's kind of why it's on the team. It's Parting Shot. It's bulky enough to take attack from Rillaboom. It resists the hits. The same is true with Whimsicott. And so trying to do a little bit more of that today might have been a little bit off of my regular gameplay, which probably contributed to me struggling. But I think it's for the betterment of the team that I try to do that. Because I wasn't necessarily playing always in my comfort zone with the choices of Pokemon and the total plan. But as a whole, I think I can live with that, because I'll do some practice after I've gotten back from hanging out with my friends. I'll do some practice. I'll do some practice on specifically looking to better my matchup. Well, my matchup. To better my usage of Instant and Whimsicott. And I'll only do play 5 or 10 games on Showdown. And then tomorrow we can come out strong and try to salvage this win-loss. One thing I did have one idea. I have to quickly type something out. I'm gonna track my win-loss individually for each day. So let's say tomorrow I win all 15 games, miracle. I'd go 15-0. And then at the end of part 6, I'll put the stuff together and say, hey, bingo bongo, here it is. And then one more thing. Not that anyone's going to see this or comment on it. It's an hour and 7 minutes long. People have probably left at this point. But if anyone happens to see this, I'm thinking about putting all 9 parts into one mega video. Would people be interested in having that as one mega upload? Like, just compiling all the videos together and just saying, bang, let's get to work. So that you can, in theory, could binge the whole series in one go. I wouldn't necessarily upload it soon, but I'm thinking I'd make that, I'd probably make it soon so that I can just have it sitting around. Actually, no, I would upload it soon. I would upload it soon. My computer's not built for having a bajillion long, for having play 8, maybe 9 hour long video just sitting there. That's not a good plan. It's not a good plan. I'll probably do a compilation of all 9 parts together. If you happen to see this, tell me yay or nay. If anyone says yes or no, then I won't do it. I might upload a short about it pretty quick here. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. Anywho, I've yapped long enough. Yada yada yada. Even in defeat, I lose. Yeah. Thank you, and goodbye.